All right, cool. So the plan today is to begin a Nuzlocke that I want to do of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. But the way this is going to work is I want to do a Nuzlocke and then I want to make a song with that Nuzlocke. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through it normally as like a normal hardcore Nuzlocke, normal rules. I'll put those up when it's relevant. But at the end, I'm going to use 6 Pokemon that I have in whatever state they're in from the Nuzlocke that haven't been killed. And I'm going to take their cries and I'm going to use their cries to make a song. But the rule here is that I have to use the whole cry. And I'm probably going to set a minimum number of times I have to use it so that I can't just like one-shot it and then call it a day. But right now, before I get into all of this, before I get into the actual, Nuzlocking, what I need to do is actually sort out which of these Pokemon have cries that are usable. And once I have that, I can make better informed decisions during gameplay about which ones I want, which ones I want to keep, right? Because I mean, we listen to some of these, right? We'll go to the big guys. How does Dialga sound? Yeah, right. That's not going to be usable in a song. So we're going to go through. I've got the Gen 4 list up here, and I'm going to take the Gen 4 list and I'll go put them over here and I'm going to rank them on this tier list, with the S ones being, the ones that have completely usable audio. I could take every part of it, reasonably make it into some kind of sound that I could sample, play back, etc., etc. And then the D ones, from S down to D, and D is going to be the lowest of the low. And this isn't accounting for like usability, because some of these aren't usability. And then I don't have offhand the list of which ones are available in which games. And I think this tier list has this has some of the ones that are included as a result of, I think, Platinum. But we're going to just rank all of these guys. We'll go through and then not so that we know going into this which ones we need to have, but so that when we're playing, we have an idea of which ones are priority, and we'll see if any of the S1 tier Pokemon sounds that we have are guaranteed or reliable. We'll use that as our mapping, and then if that doesn't take too long, maybe I'll start today. Otherwise, I might save that for next time. But right now, what I'm focusing on is making this tier list. All right. So without any further ado, let's start ranking them. And I think also, but for A to C, I think it's going to be which ones are obvious are garbage tier. But for A to C, I think we'll have to play around with those because I don't know fully which ones will have, completely or partially usable components and how we're going to have to evaluate that. So we'll start. Yeah, so that first part is kind of hard to deal with, but clean note at the end, it's kind of short. I'm gonna give it a B. It's not the worst. I think we're gonna hear through, and some of these, I'm gonna switch to the smaller game. I think we're gonna listen through and we'll hear some of these sounds and be like, that's not it. Let's go with Grottle. Yeah, Grottle's probably, I'm going to give Grottle a B as well. And the other part about this is that I have to consider within an evolution line during gameplay, within an evolution line, because I can only have one of them make it to the end, because, duplicates cause. We might find that there's a strong incentive to keep one in the unevolved form, or have to evolve it. That's pretty bad. I'm going to give that a C as an example, right? I like Chimchar. I'm going to give Chimchar an A. I think that rising, or however I make that sound, but I think that rising sound is going to be hard to work with, but I think that he's got some clean sounds otherwise. C. Not good. C. It moves around and then it's too distorted. Easy ass. Yeah, there's a couple of transitions there, but I think if we edit that right, I don't think that actually ends up being a difficult sound to work with. The problem whenever you have the sounds that move like that is that you really have to like use them sparingly. I'm gonna give print plub a B. C. Not great. Same as Infernape, but I mean, I think we're gonna see that with all the fully evolved forms. They're gonna just be a little demanding on the ears. The upside of that cry is that those are kind of segmented and that there's a bunch of different sounds. The downside is it's a lot and they're not great. I'm gonna give them a B. Hold on, let me give you a reference. What was Chimchar? Yeah, okay, Chimchar is better than Starly. I think that's fair. I don't have these ranked within the category. These are just brackets, so that's okay. They, we don't need to consider those against each other. Let's see. Yeah, the sounds are too gradual between them. It's too difficult to work with. I'm gonna give that an A. It's not great, but I think that it falls so gradually that we might actually be able to keep that on a single note if we tune it right. That's doable. Excuse me. Bidoof. I like that. I'm gonna give that an S. I think that's great. I think that's plenty to work with. That's good news, actually. That's awesome because he's like a useful mon to have. He's a useful mon to have, but I don't see a world where like we have to evolve him and he's reliable. So this is good. We have at least one sound we could probably get reliably that we can bring to the end without having to worry about. It would be kind of lame if we have to like we get one and it's like early game and we don't have a lot and we like have to sack him or something. But I think that's probably like a safe S because we have to get to the end of this with 6 and we have to use 6 here. So I think that'll be just fine. Those are a lot of different ones for Kricketot. I'm gonna leave him up an S. I think those are a lot of notes. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that'll be okay. I think the segmentation helps there. The problem is the good news is if it's a bunch of segmented sounds, then it gives us like clear chopping points. And then we can go from like the chopping points to like making a digital instrument and the whole thing comes out nicely. Conversely, if it has like very gradual transitions between those, which I don't think. Yeah, some of those slide, it'll be mostly okay. The gradual transitions on some of them make it a lot harder. I like how that sounds, like that's satisfying, but I can't do anything with that. I don't think I have the... No, we'll move up to C. I think there's like a one-shot use for that, but I don't want to... I think like that's why I mentioned like the stipulation about having to use them like a higher number of times than just one shot, because like you could pick like, let's take like Piplup. Piplup has like the 3 clear tones there. I think we could just take Piplup and we could make the whole song out of Piplup and then just have like random one shots on the transitions between sections, and I don't think that would be a fun part for this, so we're gonna ignore that. Like that's cool, but that wouldn't be cool the whole time. Ooh, but I can bend all the notes anyway. I was gonna say it's cool to have ones that slide up and down, but I can bend those notes anyway. He's not the worst. How do we compare to Turtwig? Yeah, he's better than Turtwig. Does it sound like an engine at the end? It's like an electric buzz. D. Yeah, D. Oh, that like background buzzing doesn't help either. It's got like Morse code. It's got like Morse code buzzing in the back. Dun, 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 dun. My boy. Oh, we got Abra. We'll come back for the Gen 1 ones that we like, the other gens, because I want to just go through this list here while we have it open. B. He's is it better than Turtle? Both can be difficult. I can't get that. See, that's the problem. I love that like chord, but that squeaking is miserable. Yeah, like we're gonna have to come back for Azalea. That squeaking is miserable. D. It's simple, at least. I'll give it simple. A simple sympathy point. D also. Yeah, neither are great. Oh, we'll move up, sorry. Shield. Okay, so that first part's awful, but I love that chime at the end. I'm gonna give him an A just because if we have to work around that first part, we can do it. But that ending is great. He might not be. Why do I feel like he might not be in Diamond? Yeah, like that first one is way harder to work around than Shieldon's because it's so short. Whereas for Bastiodon's, yeah, Bastiodon's gonna go in. It's gonna go in the C tier. He's not great. No, we're not a big fan of Burmy. Burmy did not do it for us today. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Like those sounds that just like jump up around. I don't think they're helpful for us. Yeah, same for Motham. Anytime I hear that, I've like other samples I've used where it like jumps around like that, and maybe there's like a cool way to like add that as a texture, but usually it just kind of sounds kind of grating, and the Pokemon Cry audio sounds are already like kind of grating. So I don't think that that's going to help us here. I kind of like that. Not as a hero. That I kind of like that. Not as like it's true. This was like fixed balance. Okay, not as like a great sound, but just it's funny. But it sounds so bee-like. Whatever that is, I don't want that. Yeah, we have like so many we have to come back for here. But we might have to go back actually just to clear out some of this list. But anyway, D tier, yeah, not great, not good, not what we need in our life, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, let's go pop over to Gen 1 for a little bit just to clear out some of this list a little bit. We have Abra. Let's get down to our boy. I thought he's further down in Gen 1. Is he higher? Or am I just blind? Oh no, there they are. I don't think I need to explain why those were all D tier. Magikarp, my guy. I hope Magikarp's was really bad because I want to be able to use Gyarados. Where is he? I'm blind. There he is. That's not the worst one. It's just not as offensive. It's bad. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's good. That means that we can like use him reliably and call it a day. We'll skip over Roselia's so we can get the other Gen 1 ones that are right here. Our boy Zubat. C. No, B. You know why? Because that first pitch, B, C. It's bad, but I think that might come through cleanly. I want to give him the bonus points for it, but yeah, like that one's unworkable by comparison. Geodude. Yeah, that one's unworkable for that texture issue. Oh, for 3. I think the Gen 1 ones are always going to be because they were playing with that like very reduced sound availability. So I think that like all the Gen 1 ones and Gen 2 ones are going to come out. We'll hear it and be like, not today. Onyx. I think I saw Onyx as a rock ground. For some reason, I thought he was just rock on its own. Like, I don't know why I assumed he was just rock, but I think I was playing the other day and he's rock ground. I don't know why. I used to think he was just rock. But he does not rock. That sound was not the sound we needed in our life, which is a recurring theme. Our tier list here is pretty small. The nice part here is that, like, I guess we're not going to have to, like, of these 3, Piplup is the only one that we would be like wanting to use extensively, because like our early game we have fewer options. Like there's a chance on the early game like we could just lose 1 or 2 like useful mons here and like it's a throw for the run. But like fortunately, if we can get through that early game section without any major losses, you know, like we're not, you know, Bidoof and Kricketot or whatever, like we're not at risk of using them and then losing them. Like if we can capture one reliably, which I think is doable in both cases, they're everywhere. That's good. Like that'll be fine. We don't have to worry about losing them later because we won't use them. Color me unsurprised. That was my chop. Ooh. That only sounds like it's grating because of the that one's okay. Yeah, that one's a I'm gonna give that a B. That's okay. I'm gonna give that a C. I realize it's similar, but it's more valuable to have a longer high note consistently, because when you pitch a sound up, it's going to shorten the length of it, and we can loop it. We can play around with some techniques to make it work, but like the best thing we could get is like a really long high sound, because then we can have a whole register where it operates and we don't have to like do any fancy tricks to get the song to play at that pitch. So that's fine. Golduck. Excuse me. Golduck. I cannot see any on here. Psyduck, excuse me. Yeah, too warbly. Not great. Yeah, like better than Psyduck for the reason I just said, but like, you know, barely. Let's do Ghastly and Haunter while we'll do a couple more of the Gen 1 ones just because I can see them on the list. We'll do Ghastly. Yeah, Ghastly's... There's like that weird distortion texture, but I'm going to give him a B, because at least it's like a long, high, clean sound. I like the idea of pitching that down and making it like just like a really nasty like EDM drum or EDM bass, just like that. Can we do that? Honestly, I think we could do that. I'm gonna give him an A. I think that's doable because that's not actually that low of a sound. Yeah, I think we could do that. I think that's possible. That one slides around too much. Sorry, Gengar. Love you, buddy, but nah, D. I can't do anything with that. It's an ugly sprite. Sorry to the artist who made it. I think that's like a goofy look for him compared to some of his other views. Let's see. We've got 4 Gen 1 guys right there and Mr. Mime. I know I totally gave up on doing this in the right order. I don't like the rumble in the background, but I like that it's a clean pitch. C. C for seeking. I mean, it's not as warbly, but it's not great. Yeah, I mean, like compared to that, not great. Ponyta. Surprisingly accessible Pokemon. C B. I'm gonna give him a C because I think there's more sounds, but they're all like rough textures to work with, and in this case I don't think that's actually like a favor. Oh, I keep seeing all the Gen 1 ones. I'm just knocking them out here. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's workable, actually. That's a B. Good, because I don't like using him, and I think he's like a pretty reliable catch in Diamond and Pearl, because I think you can go get him up. I think there's like a bunch of snowy routes, and the only Pokemon there are like Mr. Mime, Meditite, and the ice types. So I think that might actually be like a pretty reliable catch. Let's deal with these guys while we're here. I completely gave up on doing this in the anticipated plan. C for Chansey. Not my favorite. We got the Clefable. Clefable. Kind of short, not awful. It's gonna be a B. Listen. Yeah, I'm gonna move this up to I gotta climb on the list. I wanted to give him. I'm gonna give him an A. That last note is pretty high. I think that's actually something we can draw out without too much issue. Okay, I think we can go back to doing this in order once we clear some of these Gen 3 boys. Gen 2 and Gen 3. Let's do Steelix and Crobat. Crobat's okay. That's almost disappointing. This is disappointing because I like Crobat and I like using Crobat because I think he's good and fast and deals good damage, but him being like a viable sound. I mean, we still have a lot of options on the way. We'll assess at the end which ones we think are like challenges for this run. Let us see. Steelix. I think this is going to be awful. Wow, Steelix was awful. We didn't see that coming. Yeah, Wimple. Oh wait, I want to keep. Sorry, I got to keep that on here. A. I don't like how. Nah, actually B. It's good. It's high. It's clean. It's distorted. It's a little distorted. It's a little bit of an issue on that. That's the limitation. It's almost clean enough. This sound is hard for me. This one is. I'm going to give that an A. And the reason it's going to get an A is because it's a single note that's varying. I think we can make that work. B. I kind of like the idea of using Dustox and Haunter for that like club track I'm talking about, right? Because we have like we're gonna have him just like rise up and then use Haunter. It's just this like booming bass. I'm gonna give him a B. I'm gonna give him a B because I think that's you know what, I take it back. I'm gonna give him an A because I think that sound can get used in a way that's because it's so simple. It's just the rise. It's the same thing with Beautifly. That's kind of cool. Okay, so that means at least if we get a Wurmple, we have like one of these two different like sound ideas to play with here, like guaranteed. Okay, so that's actually like a pretty good pickup if we can get him without any issue, or because we can get him without any issue. That's awesome. Let's go see Roselia. I hope Roselia is bad so I can use Roserade. See? Okay, cool. Awesome. That means we can use Roserade remorselessly. Vespiquen. Okay, we're back up to Gen 4, guys. Cool. Vespiquen, right? Yeah. I don't even think we're going to get her. I'm gonna just put her in D, but it doesn't even matter because we're not gonna catch a Vespiquen. We're not gonna get a Vespiquen. Ooh, I like you. You sound good. How do I say that? Pachirisu? I like you. I'm gonna give him a B. I think that sounds fun. I think I can see a world where I work that. Nah, it's too much. It's too many complicated ideas going on at the same time for me to make that one work. Droopy's okay. Yeah. I'm gonna give him a B. It slides around a little bit too much, but it's at least like clean notes for the most part. S. Oh, where's he? He's on this list, isn't he? Did I miss him? Or is that just a different form? Is that a different form of charm and I just didn't know that? Hold on. I want to see that. Charm. Pokemon. Okay. Yes, it does have two different forms, an overcast form and a... I didn't know that. Huh. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go do a Nuzlocke. And then I'm learning things about the game I'm Nuzlocking as we're doing this. Okay, well, and change his appearance. I'm gonna assume he doesn't change cries. Oh, it's so cute in the sunshine form. Yeah, easy S. That's two individually really cool sounds. That first note, I don't know. Those are just cool sounds. I'm not even worried about being able to incorporate them. That's awesome. Okay, cool. We love an S. S. Damn. Gastrodon's so good. I have a run I was doing on my own that I didn't finish where I'd sacked a Gastrodon instead of my starter, and that was a mistake. Is that it? No, that's a shame. Well, I guess we'll get to make that decision. Oh, that's an. I hate that. That's such a visceral licking sound. I'm gonna give that an A. Oh, oops, we need the evolution. I'm gonna give him an Palm an A. Those are clean sounds and high pitched, which is good. Jafloon. B. Kind of difficult, but clean. What is that? Yeah, I love the idea. I think I'm accidentally making the idea of some really aggressive music here, because we use Drifblim and Haunter and Dustox. Oh, that would be awesome. Because he's already got that really cool clean bass. I'm gonna give him an A. I think he's fun. I think that's gonna be a fun one to use. This list is getting long. I know, turn on that block. Bunnery. It's not the worst, but I don't like it. Low punny. I don't like that low punny sounds like it's doing a whistle at the end. See. We'll come back for you. I'm gonna give Miss Magus. Which one? I'm gonna give it a B. Those are hard sounds to work with, but they're at least interesting in a way that's distinct from just the otherwise indistinct growling that the rest of these monsters are doing. C, because the texture is too rough. It's I like the notes. I like the way it's changing. I wish that it was less distorted. That's disappointing. Glameow. Glameow gets a B. C. I like the front part of that sounds like a horn. Bong, 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 bong. We could bong, 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 bong. We could do horn stabs with that on its own, but that ending is a cursed abomination. Yeah, he might be. I'm gonna give him a C because he at least has one usable component. The other ones you hear and you're like, this is a disaster. Ooh, Chingling. I'm pretty sure I I'm pretty sure I've know of lo-fi artists who use this in their songs. But only on like the transition, not on like as an actual beat. B. It's bad, but it's distinct in a way that's not impossible to use. Stunky. B. Skuntanks is C. I reluctantly. It's got too much stuff. I can't. Nah, I'm bumming them down. D. There's just too much unusable nonsense in that sound. S. Dude, that's awesome. That's just percussion. Thanks for being awesome, Bronzor. Bronzong, B. Okay, so I like Bronzong. I think Bronzong is a cool Pokemon. But it's a shame that Bronzor. Maybe not. I mean, I guess we could get around that. I want to, for a Nuzlocke, I want to have a steel type, but like, so of our list here, right, of our pool of steel types, we have these. I don't like, the one thing is like, I get that it's like steel water is like pretty good defensive typing, but the problem is like, there are so many, especially late game, like there's so many things that are armed with earthquake. I don't like, I want to have a steel type around to deal with like the poison threat and get like over like, you know, reduced damage switches. But like, I don't want something that doesn't like, I don't need more things that are taking fair hits off earthquakes, which is the issue with steel in this context. But I guess it's probably fine. I'm probably overthinking it. Where are we at? Let's see. From this list, next gen 4-1 is, well, it should be in order here. Oh, Bonsly. I forgot Bonsly. A, probably. They're a little short. I'm gonna put him in B. He's good. He's not bad. Like, I wouldn't be upset, but I hate that ending. A little difficult. Okay, and then next we need to look at happening. That's doable. I want to note while we're on this topic that like a clever person can make all of these sounds work. It's just that like the challenge is not just how do you make a single sound work on its own in isolation. It's like, how do you build a track with only these sounds? And so the problem is like, if we go through and we pick like something like Happiny, right? Like Happiny on its own, you could like build like a cool beat around and it would be fine. And like, if you're only doing music, you can do that like once or twice. But the problem is like, if we do all one shot kind of stuff, you know, I don't think that's going to be something that sounds as good. So we have to like listen through the rest of this and see like where else can we get good and meaningful sounds from to build out our entire soundscape. Just because there's so many of these that like you know, a clever producer could definitely, probably has in many cases made songs with these, but you know, we want it as more than a one shot. A one use one shot, I should say. Happy. Did we rank you? Did we actually give you a spot though? No, we didn't. See. I like that clean note at the end. I'm gonna give you S. I don't like that first sound. I worry about that a little bit, but that second note is too clean to pass up on. Surprisingly, a C. All right, we're on our big dragon boys, Spiritomb. Gibble. I don't really like that, but it's not the worst. C. C as well. It's not unusable, but C's all around. Awesome. That's great news for our run, because I know some people, I think some people ban Garchomp and Gyarados actually. I am not banning either. I don't have that kind of Nuzlocke experience to do that and feel confident. Okay, I'm gonna give him... Let me play that one more time. Totally forgot what he sounds like. C. I don't like it. Hopefully we're not even gonna have to consider that. Like, hopefully we get to the end. I mean, yeah, like we'll take inventory at the end. We'll take inventory at the end and see which ones are reliable. There's so many of these. What's a top tier and low tier cry? Yeah, so a top tier cry is gonna be like our boy Piplup. So I'll show you two good ones. Piplup has like these long drawn out high notes. It doesn't have a lot of like transitions. It's actually kind of like just mostly steps between those, so we can cut up the cry. We can use the whole thing reasonably, and we're not going to have any issues with that. And then, so that's an example for like a note end. And then we've got, for example, Bronzor. That's just percussion. That's very clearly just percussion. So between two of those, we get like really good usable sounds. We can use lots of places. And so that's an S tier. And then on our garbage tier, we have like, who's the first one? That monstrous cry, which is just too many different things to use. The condition for this is that I have to use 6 Pokemon and I have to use the entirety of their cry. I haven't said the number of times, but I'll probably have a fixed number of times, so I can't just like throw a sound in once and call it a day. So that was bad. Luxray, not great. Things like that. All the Gen 1 ones, I'll pop over there real quick. The Gen 1 ones are not great. Bronzong is do you mean his cry or just as a mon? This Bronzong is lit. He's fire. He is fire actually. Actually, Golem wasn't even the worst one on here. Like your elite. For your Elite 4 team. No, so the thing is, I don't have to use... So this list isn't for Elite 4 usability. It's just for the challenge here is I'm going to make a song with what I have left over from the Nuzlocke. Yeah, so the thing is, it'll be just a song with what I have left over from the Nuzlocke in the state that they're in. Has to be alive, not dead or spent. But it doesn't have to be what I used for the Elite 4, which is good because I don't think, like, if we take a look at our S tiers here, I don't think I can make an Elite 4 team out of these guys and win. Maybe if I like stat matched, but I'm not gonna like grind. You can't even get the stats that I have. No, because I'm not gonna grind Piplup up to level 100 or something just to have him be able to fight. Someone better than me could, but I'm not there. Yeah, so we'll have these are ranked on their cries for keeping the end. And so like the challenge here on the weighting is like, for example, like, let's use like Bronzer, because we were talking about Bronzong being good. Bronzer is like obviously like S tier audio. He's one of the only ones that gives us just like clean percussion sounds. But he's also, when we evolve him, like a phenomenal Pokemon to have for our Elite Four. Yeah. So there's like a balancing, great premise. I like it. I appreciate that. Yeah. There's like a balance between like, I'm going to have to make decisions based on what I can actually catch and what I have to sack. And then like, you know, if it's worth losing the sound or getting a degraded sound. We got lucky. I'm not doing any like, I don't have like enough experience to like comfortably ban anything. I know people like to ban Gyarados or like Chansey or Garchomp. And so far we have a lot that aren't great audio, but are good mons. So like both of these whole lines, there's no risk. So as long as I can catch one, I don't think I'm gonna have an issue. At least having some good mons available. I'll admit, in the run I didn't finish that I was doing, I may have sacked both my Gyarados and my Garchomp by accident before the Elite Four. I might have done that. So, you know, like I said, I'm not optimistic about what I'll achieve, but we'll see. This is what we have left to rank. We'll go into, what are we on right now? We have the Gen 1 guys open. Let's rate a couple of the Gen 1 guys while we're here. Let's get Pika. D. Garbage. Raichu, also garbage. Thanks for participating, guys. Your cry was noted and my cry was recorded. Let's look for where Snorlax is at the end, isn't he? Snorlax. That's not bad. I'm gonna give him a B. I don't see a world where we catch a Munchlax. But Snorlax is okay. I'll give him a passing grade. I think he deserves it. Is Mario Gen 1 or Gen 2? Yeah. Do we have any more Gen 1s right here? Tentacool and Tentacruel. I really like Tentacruel, actually. I think he has phenomenal stats, great typing, good moves. And Tentacool has an awful sound. I'm gonna give him a C. Tentacruels was bad, but not unusable. But okay, any more Gen 1 guys I'm missing right here that are obvious? Oh, I guess the Eevee nonsense. I don't think you can even get Eevee until the post game, right? We'll rank him. He's in this tier list. That's a B. That's hard to work with, but not like, it's at least kind of clean. It doesn't come out too muffled. Vaporeon's probably an A. Because it's the higher pitch than Eevee, so we can get this to carry, and then we can make that last sound work as like some sort of percussive sound, maybe. I think that'll work out. What's Jolteon's? Yeah, like Jolteon's is a little too distorted for me. I'm gonna put him in D. Same with Flareon. Good try, guys. What else are we working with here from Gen 1? The Magnemites, Tangela, Porygon. Maybe a few more. We'll come back to those. I'm getting tired of scrolling down on this list. We'll clear out some more Gen 2 guys while we're here. Heracross. D. I don't like Heracross. And then we'll go look for, where is he? Apom. Oh, Apom's is okay. Warble's a bit much for me, but I'll give him a B. It's not the worst one. Mischievous. D. Good try, Mischievous. I always forget about Murkrow. Is that a C or is that a D? I think we'll put him in C. I don't think it's the most unusable sound we've heard all day. There's at least like some salvageable component. Pseudo Udo. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna give him an A. Those sounds are bops. You know, it's okay. We can allow a little texture variety in that one. I don't like that the end slides down, but it's okay. What else do we have? Oh, we got you. Blissey. Blissey is a. Oh, is Blissey not? Oh, I didn't realize Blissey was actually Gen 4. Cleva. Cleva's a B. Pichu. I think those are actually clean steps. I'm gonna give him a B as well. They're close enough to clean steps for me to make it work. Hoot hoot. Yeah, I am allowed to pitch the sounds. I'm allowed to. So the ruling is going to be. So the question is, am I allowed to pitch the sounds at all? I'm allowed to like basically change, distort, pitch, modify the sounds any way I want, except I have to use the entire cry, which is why I talk about using like I'm thinking about. I have to decide the like exact amount because it depends on like song length, but which is why I talk about like a minimum number of uses, because you have like here, I'll pop back over to Gen 4 for a sec. Like I think Chimchar. Like Chimchar's sound has all sorts of weird stuff going on. I can like cut that, pitch it into different components, and then but like for example, he has that like random pop sound, which sounds like a firework in the distance. This makes sense for Chimchar. But anyway, yeah, like that's an okay thing to play around with. As long as I'm using the whole cry, it's okay. And as long as I'm only using 6 Pokemon, then no issue. Hoot hoot. B. He's okay. Noctowl. I'm not a fan of Noctowls. I think that's going to be too difficult. That's why I'm talking about the texture so much as well, because like for the ones that come in like really cleanly, if it's like a long high pitched sound that doesn't have a lot of breaks, that's great. If it has a long high pitched sound and then just like a, you know, some weird pop or something at the end, that's great too, because then I can chop it between those two segments and I can use that pop as something else, and I can use that long pitch as like a stable synth note that we can turn into like a whole instrument, which will be fine. But that's part of the evaluation. Whereas like for some of them, like the sounds are okay and they have like a good, this is a lot of the C tier ones and a good bit of the Bs as well, where they like have good notes and they have like cool sounds, but it's like it's just got too much variation to actually like reasonably use. Unknown. His sound is unknown. Is that a typo? B. This list is getting massive. There's so many Pokemon. Hooper. Hooper was this gen. He's okay. I might give him a B. B as well. That's an example of something that's got kind of a bad texture. Giraffe rig. Probably a B. I probably needed to like split up. I don't know. I don't even know if I could. B and C have just so many where you like hear and you're like, I guess I could make it work. That one's like our like tier list is like great sounds, whole thing's usable, mostly okay, or you know, circumstantial depending on what we have. And then B is like, I guess, but I feel more positively about it. C is I guess, but I feel badly about it. And then D is I would rather not. I would rather not at all. Where is? Oh, are you? Oh, are you? Oh, yeah, you were hoeing. Yeah. Yeah, like that's. I could, but it would be kind of a pain. Same with that one. For Azumarill. As a viewer, if I get stuck with the worst sounds. Oh, is this the true streamer experience? Maybe that'll be. Maybe that's the condition I should set. Maybe I should be like as a chatter, if we hit sub goals or super chat goals or whatever, I should make it so chat gets to pick the one I have to use. Or chat can sack them on or something. That's the big brain move. I don't think I have enough concurrent viewers to do that. I think it would just be like, hey Mike, if you sub, I'll pick a Pokemon you pick. Not that I'm complaining about that either, but I think it's a different dynamic. Oh, we have a bunch of Gen 3 ones. I should knock some of them out. Okay, we have what's his name again? Barboach? Yeah, Barboach. Oh yeah, Barboach is great. Content rate day one. I know. That's how I feel about feel about the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I'm like, is there an angle? Is there anything I can do? Not that I'm like a sports ball channel. Yeah, true. Remember in an edit video, reality can be whatever you want. That's true. That is true. Yeah, you could like, if you were like trying to like, I'm not gonna do this. This would be unethical. But if you were like, if you wanted to like give the impression that you had a super active channel and a super active chat, you could have like chat GPT like generate a conversation on that looks like a chat that's excited about me playing Pokemon, and then you could just like overlay that over the video and be like, oh my gosh, like look at the way my chat reacted. I just have chat GPT do it. I feel like that's probably unethical, so I'm not going to do that. But maybe I just gave out free strats for someone else. Is he really in Diamond? Where do you catch him? Where do you catch Barboach? Barboach in Brilliant Diamond. Where do you catch him? Oh, he's all over the place. And you only need a good rod. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's in like He's in like Route 205, Route 208. Yeah, he's on a ton of these. I didn't realize he was so available. How did I miss him? Just crop another Nuzlocke stream chat. I guess that's probably an easier option. Oh yeah, like make it the bit. Yeah, I'll have like a Pokemon challenges chat on there or whatever. Have it like not even match. Do like his do like just a run from a completely different gen or something like that. Or actually just at that point just do a different game, make it completely unrelated. Unrelated and like 10 pixels total. Commit to the meme. Where's Wishcash? He's so derpy looking. He is okay. I realize those are similar, but the texture for I call him Wishcash is just a little bit too rough to be convenient to work with. Where's our Chime? Our little Chime guy. He's Gen 3, isn't he? Am I forgetting? Oh, maybe he's Gen 4 and I totally forgot. I thought he was Gen 2 though. It's Gen 2? Did I miss him? Am I blind? Yes. Oh yeah, he's right here. It's just a pink background. Because he's psychic. Right. That's clean. I'm gonna give that an A. I like it, and I like that there's like very little I have to do to make him work. To make Chime Echo work. But the problem is like it's such a short sound with such a distinct that like if I try to like play around with it, it's gonna just sound like bad, for lack of a better description. Like it's gonna just sound like a grating wave, just which is actually not as cool as it sounds. So we're not gonna do that. But he could work in like some cool one-off stuff, like use him at like the start of a bar and then follow it up with something more tranquil. Pokemon that's literally Pokemon that's literally an instrument equal cheat. Yeah. You know that's the part about it that I feel a little miffed about. I mean, he should have been a little better. He should have been an S. You know what I mean? I wonder if there's like a... Well, hold on. Let's go look at Gen 8. Because I feel like there has to be... Yeah. It was you've got it right. Yeah, it was Chime Echo. Yeah, it's literally a chime. Yeah, and making the chime sounds. It was awesome. But like the bell, for example, what's his name? The names escape me always. I don't want to call him Little Bell Guy because I feel like that's not a good name. But Chingling, there we go. Like Chingling is cool. I think I gave him a... Where did I give him? He should be on here. Where is he on here? Yeah, he's a B. I give him a B because it's a cool sound. But like, where am I going to use that? Should have been. Oh, and that was the issue with. There were other ones where like the sound was like cool and they're like great and musical, but it's like I can't make that into a song. Yeah, I wonder if there are any Gen 8 ones. Yeah, I wonder if there are any like Gen 7 or Gen 8 ones that are like more directly music themed and they make like a really cool music sound. I realize those are tea and not music, but is that? It doesn't like there's that many Gen 8 mods. I haven't played Gen 8. They don't make like dramatically better sounds. I was wondering if they would have like a higher fidelity or something. Gen 7, what? Wow, some of these are okay. I gotta mute that. Bones popping off. Yeah, some of the Gen 7 ones are okay. Interesting. Well, I guess if this content does well, I can farm other gens for more content. I'll do it. Don't tempt me. All right, where's our boy? Meditate. I'm gonna give it a B. It's not great. It's not bad. It's at least a unique sound. It's like the most charitable view I can give of it. I think that might actually just be a pitched down version of exactly the same sound. So I think I have to give it the same one. I think it's literally the same sound, but just pitched down. Because it's what makes it slower. Blissey. Blissey is Gen 4, as we recently learned. I have like a Gen 3 and Gen 5 brain. Like in my mind, I just lump, because I think I played Gen 4 like once. I don't remember anything about it, and I just remember seeing them all in like a Pokemon Showdown. And so like I don't know which ones are Gen 4 versus 5 as well. Where's Blizzy? I know you were here. Right? Am I mistaken? Is Blissey not Gen 4? Am I blind again? What color is Fairy? Fairy is light pink. Oh no, but Blissey's normal, not Fairy? Or is it normal Fairy? I don't remember. Huh, I thought that was Gen 4. It's not Gen 2, is it? And I'm forgetting? Oh, it is Gen 2. Okay. What did I think? Why did I think Blissey was Gen 4? C. Which is good. Let's see. Yeah, none of the line there. Okay, that's good, because that means we can actually use Blissey. Blissey's a beast. Blissey just like eats special hits, so that's awesome. Cool. We absolutely love to see that. Riolu, right? Oh, that's good. Yeah. A. Yeah, A. I think that's fine. I think we can make that work. Lucario, probably C. Yeah. Oh, I love the, hold on. I love the, you look at the image of Hippopotamus. Look at the image of Hippopotamus here compared to here. He's so much cuter here. Look at him. He's adorable. He's still D tier, but he's very cute. Also D tier. Thanks for participating. 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 Carnivine. C, I guess it's still D tier. These are all garbage. What? Hippo deserved better. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you coming by. Hippo deserved better. I'll give him a C here. I'll move him up 1. Maybe there's a world where he works on a fill. We took chat into consideration. All right, so we've got Remoraid. B. That's fine. I feel like I have this issue. Well, not with Octillery. C. The issue with Pokemon for me, with Pokemon names, is the same issue as like when you learn words reading books in school and then you like say it and you're like, oh, that's someone corrects you and you're like, oh, I'm trying my best to do the thing and I'm just looking like a dumbass instead. It's like perpetually upsetting, but so it goes. Where's our boy Wingle? C at best. I think that's just pitched down, so C is best. I'm gonna give him a B. It's got like kind of too much weird vibration in the texture for me to be like, okay, it's if it was smooth, it would get an A for sure. Our fishy boys, some fishy guys, Finian. That's kind of cool. But I think we can, like, the cool things about this are things we can create in our DAW. I'll give them a C only because B. I'll give him an A. I think we can make that. The problem is like that's one of those sounds where it's like if I get to him as my option, which we very well might because the water types are so much like more accessible than some of the other mons. If we get to like just like Lumineon, that sounds like it should be an evolution. Finion Lumineon. But anyway, if we get to them, like if we have to use them, we can. They're accessible. They're there. Like we can make it work. But I don't have to commit to that as the sounds we're working with. So that's just too bad. Okay, let's go see what we're working with in Gen 3. Scroll it back down to Phoebus. I'm gonna give him a B. This is workable. C. Not great. Not great. Not great. Mantic. D. I'm not even like, it's not even worth scrolling up to the top on this because there's nothing there that's gonna show up in our S tiers and A tiers. There's so few and far between. I wonder if that's like a better gen for this. I wonder if I make like a master list of all of these. It takes so long though. Ooh, all right. A. A for yeah, A. He's cool. Yeah, I'm into that. We can make that work. Ooh, let's go see our snow boys. Snover. He's like a wooing. Like ew, but a woo, but ew. I'm gonna give him a C just because I like it. It's funny. Sounds like you're starting up like some electronic or like a saw or something. C. I like the I don't know where to use that like, but I like the yeah, that's cool. I like that. Well, we'll jump ahead for Weeball because he's right here. D. No shot, brother. No shot at all. Back two to deal with Sneasel. Sneasel's a B. That's workable. Not great. Workable. Ooh, so this is like kind of a trick here. I haven't decided my ruling because the ruling is like no legendaries for like super obvious reasons, right? Because like having something with legendary stats usually just makes your like flow chart for battle like survive, heal legendary in some way, shape, or form, and then use legendary, right? Like you can just like if I could use Dialga, I would just throw Dialga at all the problems and like it's Dragon Steel with like 1,000,000 base points. Nothing is going to hurt it. But the same is not true for these sounds. Now, I don't think Dialga is going to be the one to save us here. Like that weird chord thing, it probably isn't going to help us. But I don't know about the spirits, the lake spirits. See. Wow. See. Also see. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to say. Dialga, D for Dialga. Where does Palkia rank in our diamond list? I mean, also D. This sprite's, he's just like chilling here. He's just like angry lurching here. He looks like me sitting at my desk when I'm playing like Apex. I'm just like lean forward. I look crazy. He looks crazy. Manaphy. Manaphy gets a B. I don't remember how you get Manaphy. Oh, they have a on this list. Interesting. Rotom. Rotom's a C. I think my standards are dropping. I think everything's just ending up in C and B because I'm like, maybe. We'll rank Glycer first. Glowscore. Names drive me crazy. D for you. You'll get no sympathy from me. He's Gen 2, isn't he? I don't know why. Is he not Gen 2? Am I mistaken again? Have I fooled myself once more? Oh, I think he was Gen 2. Oh, no, he is. He's just a different color. Oh, that's a... Oops. That's a B. That's a better than I was expecting, actually. Credit where credit was due. I kind of thought he was going to suck. I thought it was going to be bad. My man with the big rock nose. Kind of looks like me. I was playing soccer the other day and I went to go like headball and instead I haven't played in forever and I just noseballed. It hurt. Didn't feel good. C. Good try, brother. Not today. He's Gen 4. Whoops. Yeah, I'm sitting nostalgic with the Gen 5 ones. I wonder if there are any cool sounds. We'll play a random. Wow, All right, how's that's ominous. I don't know why those make like weird squealing sounds instead of clicks. All right, we were doing we gotta go back. We gotta get a nose plus mustache. What's his name again? Rock pass, nose pass, Probo pass. When do I get to Probo pass? D. Good try, mate. Ralts. Ralts is A. Ooh, that's an S. Can you even get them in base? Ralts, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Can we get them? Brilliant Diamond. Where do we catch them? Oh right, they're fairy now too. Vaults cannot be found in the what? Oh, okay. So you can. So it says, however, with the new Grand Underground feature. Oh, did base Platinum and Pearl now have the Grand Underground? I'll go look that up. I didn't know that. However, with the new Grand Underground feature, players can catch more Pokemon pre-National Dex than they could Diamond Pearl. Receive the Poke Radar. Hunting for roads in the ground underway is the only way to catch it. Once you have the Poke Radar, you can go to Route 203 or 204. Oh, so those. Oh, so maybe this. So the ruling that I had done for Grand Underground is, because it felt like it was a core feature, was that it because it's kind of like segmented into like 5 components, and I think only 4 are accessible for the Elite Four. Because only 4 are accessible for the Elite Four, I treated each of those segments as separate segments, and I was like, okay, I can just like go to a room and go capture something. But we can have IBM ads. We'll see how. Well, yeah, I'll make it more fun. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Interesting. I realized the Grand Underground wasn't in base game Diamond and Pearl. I mean, I didn't play base game Diamond and Pearl back when they came out, so I have no idea. Like I said, I think I played Platinum once. That's fine though. Okay, so let's see. Gardevoir. Gardevoir's good. Yeah, that's an S. That's interesting. Not anticipated. I'll be honest. I did not see that coming. Ooh, that's a C. Good try. Oops, you got dropped into D. C. Okay, Lickitung. Gen 2, if I recall. Man, there's so many of these things. I mean, I've known, but it's not until you commit to making a video with them that you realize there's a lot of them. Lickitung. Need. I am blind. That is the only explanation for this. I literally do not have the ability to see. Am I embarrassed about this? No. Where are you? He's supposed to be in here. Any Gen? Which one is he? Good tongue. I thought he was Gen 2. Oh, is he Gen 1? Huh. How did I forget that? Forgot my man's was Gen 1. Huh. Well, Next time, be less forgettable, bud. That's not all me. That's not all me. 108. There he goes. Oh, and he's a C. I feel dumb having to look for him for 30 years, so I wanted to put him in D, but no. I'm not dealing with that licking sound. I'm not. That's a hard limit. I'm not gonna. I love Gastrodon. I was gonna do it with Gastrodon. We're not dealing with him either. Just I don't want that. I like that Espeon actually sounds like. I always hear that as Espeon. I like Espeon and Umbreon. Some Pokemon Coliseum shit. I think yeah, I guess those were steps, not super, totally smooth, but Leafeon. B. Doable. This goes on for so long. D. I don't even know what to do with that. Some dragons. We always love some dragons. Swablu. C. It's good that it's only 2 pitches and they're simple, but the way it has that trill is gonna make it unusable. Same with Altaria. It's like a step above unusable. All right, we're almost all the way through. We've got to go with Togepi and Togetic, who were earlier in the decks. There we go. Togepi. Ooh, that's probably an A. Let's hear Togetic. I don't want to work with that. No shot. Look at some others while we're here. Okay, so I understand now. Okay, so the Grand Underground is the I guess the Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl or whatever it is solution to all the Pokemon that they added, I guess, for Platinum, except that they didn't want to actually add them to the roots, so they kept it optional. I'm assuming that's the case because I caught a Houndoom in the one Nuzlocke I was doing that I didn't finish, and I was I assumed they were just pulling from random gens, but now that I see it's on this list, I think I get it now. So it's Houndour. C. It's not worse than Gyarados or something. C. Make me feel gross. Giving those sounds higher ratings than D. That's probably an A. Of only because I think there's a world where we incorporate that into something that sounds kind of cool and electronic, unsurprising. Yeah, probably the same for Magneton. I think Magneton, it's probably a very similar sound, is why. Weirdly high. I wasn't expecting them to get that kind of rating, but let's see. Let's do the rest. Let's just knock out the rest of Gen 1 while we're here. Tangela, my guy. C. Nah, I'm being cruel. He's a C. Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Rhyhorn. No. So no. Good try, guys. Porygon. Let's see. I don't even know what Porygon sounds like. And you can't see it, I think. C. They're clear sounds at least. Scyther. C. Scyther has that. For some reason, I like remember. I think there's like one episode of the anime or whatever where they voice Scyther just going Scyther, and I might be not remembering that correctly, but that's all I hear when I think what his cry should be. He's cool. Electabuzz. I don't think I've ever caught an Electabuzz. That might actually be a B. I hate how it sounds, but I think we could probably like pitch that into something cool. That's a D. You could try, mate. And that's all of Gen 1. Let's knock out the remainder of Gen 2 and fill out these gaps. I'm doing an awesome job keeping this in order. It's like an exercise in my ADHD. Just witnessing this. Just remembered I had to call for something. Sad. I just did the meme. I did the meme on camera. I did the meme. Sad. Okay. So our next Poyo is a dragonfly. That is not a dragon. Yamma. C. B. B. Yamma, that's cool. And then next, Porygon 2 is Gen 2, no? Porygon 2. There we go. Ooh, that's probably an A. That like grit at the start isn't so great, but yeah, he's cool. I like that. That one's good. C. C, easy. C. Good try. Elekid. Elekid's probably also a C. I don't like the sound, the texture, but it's simple. D. Swinub. D. Pillow-swine. Excuse me, sorry. Also D. And I think that's all of Gen 2. Gen 3. Our first one will be Tropius. He's B. The texture is just too rough. I like the note that's coming out, but like I like that that's workable, but nah. Duskull. B. D. Nice try, Dusclops. Then we have Snorunt. D. Also D. Good try, Glalie. And then I think all that's left from this gen is Absol, yeah? B. And then Gen 4. Gen 4, and then we are through with our Pokemon crying tier list. We made them all cry, and now we're living our best life. B. I don't know how to make that. Maybe there's like a way to like I have no idea how to work with that, but I like the start is cool. I feel like there's something cool there. C. It's gonna be hard to work with. I don't like that slithering sound, but I have to give him a C because the first part's good or passable. Yeah, we have like these other ones on here, but I don't think it's gonna come up. Like, I don't think we're gonna go catching. Let's see this. Yan Mega. C D. Right, period. It's too rough of a texture. Dusknor. I can't think of Dusknor from anything other than the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. D. Good try. No, that is awful. Porygon Z. That's probably that. Is that an A? Yeah, that's got actually like a great mix of cool textures and sounds. It's just not like the whole thing isn't usable, you know? Like, I don't think that that's going to be the... yeah, I think it might just be too complicated to put an S. It's just out of reach. Oh, yeah, it's okay. B. And then Magma. D. Yeah, no, not today. Mammoth Swine. D. Frostlass. B. C. The slide is going to be too annoying. And then Giratina. D. Okay, and that is all that was on this list. We had a couple over here. I don't think that got counted, but it's like Shaben. Yeah, these are like things we're not going to catch base game. Okay, cool. And that is our tier list. Boom. Smack the screen behind me. Okay. Well, best thing to do here is take some screenshots. And save them elsewhere. I mean, obviously I have the VOD up, but I don't feel like going back and looking for them. Okay, so that is, we have S through B saved, and then we just need the C and D to get saved. Take a little screenshot here. Great. Awesome. Okay, so now that we have this all sorted through, we can start making some educated guesses about what we can use. The bright. Okay, so we have some like awesome info right off the bat I can share. Let's put that here so we can see the whole thing. Cool. Actually, I want to just lock it to the side. Okay, so we have some really cool things we noticed at the gate here. A lot of this list is pretty reliable. I don't think we're gonna have any issue getting Bidoof or Kricketot or what is it, Charim, Shellos, or Bronzor. Like, already we know that we have like probably a good reliable pool. We already know we have probably a good reliable pool of S tier sounds, so that's great. Good reliable pool of S tier sounds that we can pick up probably without any issue. And the next part of this is, do they work together in a meaningful way? So like Bidoof, yeah, he's got some cool sounds that we can work. Does that work with Kricketot? Like, do they fill different spaces once we pitch these sounds? Are they going to fill different spaces in the mix? Are we going to be able to use them in different ways? And yeah, I think so. That's cool. Charim. Yeah, these are all going to fill different spaces. Okay, awesome. I don't think we'll start the run today because I've already streamed about 3 hours today and I did other work, so I'm tired. But I think I will look through now and see. Okay, so let's hear Piplup. All right, so here's my debate. Here's where this gets. Here's the debate that we have. Here's the debate. If we pick Piplup out the gate, we guarantee, as long as we don't evolve him, that we have at least one good sound, right? Because we can hear him. Piplup sounds great. There's other encounters we can guarantee, but at the least we have him, and it'll help us with some early game challenges. But the big issue I did run into when I was trying to do that first Nuzlocke for this is it's a universally understood issue in Pokemon. There's not enough fire types. So on one hand, I want to pick Piplup because 3 easy, clean sounds there. Chop it up. Beautiful. No issues. But I don't want to be in this situation like late game or even throughout the mid game where like I want a fire type around and I need a fire type and all I have is Ponyta. I don't know. And like I can't like reliably get like a Houndour, right? Because I mean like it's in the Grand Underground. Such a shame. I don't know. Disappointing. Something to think about. I think that well, hold on. Let's take another look, because the other part of this is that my lower rating of Piplup is based on the idea that water types are fairly abundant in this game. See, this is the issue, right? If I take a look at this, my favorite water type I would want to use, we'd have to basically evaluate, like, is it like Piplup? But I don't even like Empoleon's stats that much. I don't know. We could use Piplup, get through the early game, keep him, get the sound. We got to get through 2 gyms without evolving him. I don't know how early we get. How early did we get Eviolite? Eviolite Pokemon. Brilliant Diamond. Is there no Eviolite? That can't be right? How do I get Eviolite? That's not for short change. Is someone saying you can't get it? I don't think that's right? Oh no, it's really not in it, huh? Okay. Color me surprised. All right. I did not anticipate that. That's okay. Yeah, so then we have debates about like Shellos is probably I bumped that down to an A, which is good news for us because it makes that decision easier. Shellos is an A sound, but okay, cool. But it means we can use Gastrodon with a little less remorse. Great. Okay, so let's hear our S sounds. Let's hear through our S sounds, and then we'll wrap it up. Our first S tier choice is Piplup. Great. Next is Bidoof. Bidoof is another S tier choice. Kricketot. Yeah, cool. Cherim is an S tier choice. Bronzor. Bronzor is the only one that actually just sounds like straight up drums. I mean, the hardest part of that is going to be dealing with the clink. But if we're gonna Yeah, it's just a snare. If we get something else to work as the bass, then we can just alternate where we have that high segment coming in. Let's hear. I don't know if we can reliably get a chatot. I love him though. He sounded great. We're gonna have to do some encounter planning for better or for worse. Barboach Generation 3. Our next S tier sound is Barboach. Yeah, he's great. I think that'll be super easy to work with. And then Curlia and the Gardevoir. I wonder what Volbeat sounds like. I can't help myself. Curlia. Gardevoir. Yeah, those are great. All right. Well, that's been a tier list making we've now made a tier list. We've now made a tier list for our sounds for the cries of the Pokemon in Diamond and Pearl. And I think we have a pretty good idea of what to use as like a reference guide for when we're going through and what we can afford to sacrifice and what we can. We have a whole list of great Pokemon between D and C that sound horrible, that have a horrible cry. They sound bad. But I think we can make that work. I think that's actually all. That's actually all for the better for us. So if you tuned in, thanks. If you're tuning in later, thanks also. And bye. Have a good day. I have no idea.